you give us an overview of SoulCalibur Lost Swords from a free-to-play perspective?
So this is the first time that the SoulCalibur franchise has ventured into the free-to-play territory. It does not have any online multiplayer components. This time around, it's single-player only, and we're really trying to have the focus more around customizing your character, finding and picking up new items through battles, and really trying to find those items, craft them, make stronger items, and customize your character to fit your playstyle.
Can you talk a little about the world itself and how people will be exploring different environments?
So the world setting itself is set in the same universe as the other SoulCalibur franchises, where it's ultimately the battle between Soul Edge and SoulCalibur. The difference being this time around, you're focused more on the character that you've created, and the quests are kind of a representation of the journey that your character takes. And as you play through each quest, you're able to obtain new items, new weapons, and new equipment, and you're able to take that and customize your character even further.
Can you talk a little about more specifically about the customization and what kind of options there are for players as they progress?
Unlike previous SoulCalibur installments, not only are you changing the aesthetics of your character this time around, each piece of equipment also comes with an elemental attribute. So how this affects it is dependent on whether the elemental attribute of the enemy is strong or weak against what you have currently equipped. So it's going to really change your damage output. So right now we have a lot of different enemies that appear in the game. But to just give some examples of that is one of the events that we hosted in Japan was an event where there's very large skeletons that you'll fight against, which may drop different kind of equipment for the player.
When it comes to the fan base of the SoulCalibur games, how have you worked with them in getting their feedback in developing this game?
I think the benefit of having it as a free-to-play model is the fact that this is a game that we can grow with the user. And just to kind of have an example of how we've kind of incorporated their feedback is in Japan, we posted up a poll up on Nikodoga, which is kind of the YouTube equivalent of Japan. And through that poll, we tried to see which character they would like to see next. And Amy ranked as #1. So using that data, we're hoping to potentially bring her in into the mix. So that's just an example of how we're trying to get user feedback and try to incorporate it as much as possible.
How are you guys developing this game from a standpoint of adding new content on a regular basis as a free-to-play title?
It's definitely been an everyday battle of trying to see user feedback, trying to incorporate it, see what's useful, what we're able to accomplish. It's definitely been a challenge. There's been a lot of nights where we've been staying until midnight working on things.
How will microtransactions play into this game?
So the player is able to go through quests in order to get a random assortment of equipment and gear. But for those players who feel like this isn't enough, we also offer premium treasure chests, which people are able to pay money for. And if you do so, then you can get a random assortment of stronger equipment to kind of help you on future quests. Another example of a microtransaction is what we call continue tickets. So during going through a quest, which is consecutive one-on-one battles, you might unfortunately die. And in this instance, you're going to lose everything that you've acquired up until that point in that quest. So if you see something good that you might want to keep, you might want to use a continue ticket to start from where you died to continue that quest and hopefully complete it so that you're able to acquire everything that you've gained up until that point.